guys. Okay, so I am back, and now that I've had the Oura ring for a few days, I wanted to give you a little bit more of a review. I am filming on Brandon's phone so that I can reference my Oura ring app. So basically, my initial thoughts, do I think the ring is worth it? And I think absolutely. I have been absolutely obsessed with it. So I think the things that I really love about it is it doesn't just look at your sleep. It looks at a lot of different metrics, your sleep, your activity the day before, your temperature, just a bunch of different metrics to determine every day how much energy you should be burning so that you don't overextend yourself. So for instance, like I set my baseline calorie, like you can do calories or you can do steps. If you don't want to see calories, you can switch it to steps, but I set my base time calorie goal to 300. And on days that I get better rest, on days that, you know, the metrics are seeing that my body is functioning well and efficiently, it'll automatically up my caloric burn to whatever the app feels is doable and a good amount for me that day. Now on days where maybe I didn't sleep well, maybe my temperature is elevated, maybe it's thinking that I'm getting sick, it'll actually adjust that calorie count down under my baseline, and it'll tell me like, you need to rest today. You should focus on getting extra rest. You know, don't burn as much, don't be as active. The past couple of days, so like I want to say a day or two ago, I had really good metrics, and it told me to do something fun that day. It said, you know, when you're rested and everything's going well, do something fun. And then today was my best sleep I've gotten because it's the weekend. And it said today that I have the capacity to work out and basically overextend myself, or not overextend, work out and burn more calories today. So it actually upped my calories to 450 when I have it set at 300. So I really like that because I'm the type of person who maybe won't realize I'm getting run down, and I might push myself in the gym that night. So I like how this kind of tells me, hey, you know, reel it in today and then try it for a good night's sleep tonight. And then tomorrow, you know, resume working out, resume this, that. So I really like that because I think it keeps me in check more. So that feature I think is awesome. It hasn't quite gotten my stress levels done because it says you have to wear it for 5 full days and then it will start tracking your stress levels throughout the day. But I love the heart rate because you can automatically click it and it's syncing right now and it'll tell me what my heart rate is at right now. So it's still measuring. So it's saying right now I'm at 90 BPM. And if you click into the heart rate, and you click this, it tells you all about heart rates and what it should be at for a healthy, athletic individual. It kind of just gives you so much information about the graphs, where your heart rate should be at. Then it tells you restorative time. So you can they have like guided meditations, and when you do a meditation, it can sense that your body is relaxed, it's sitting still, it's relaxing. So it actually calculates your restorative time, and it says that the more you'd have restorative time in periods throughout the day, the better you are at basically counteracting those stressful periods and healing your body. And then it does stress, which mine hasn't calculated it yet because it hasn't been 5 days. And then it does in orange, like periods where you're working out hard, and it'll locate that on the graph throughout the day. It tells you your sleeping BPM, and mine ranges from 48 to 79. And then you can just go through the different days, and I'll try to do up close screenshots if I can of this so you guys can see it better. But yeah, you can like scroll through the days. It keeps all of your data in there, which is so cool. And then, so that we covered heart rate, we covered the activity goal. Then you can add in workouts. So you can put like how long you did it, the level of intensity, and then you can put what kind of workout it is, and then it will track your calories from that. Or, you know, if you have it to step mode, it'll do it that way. It tells me when I went to bed last night. It knows the second you went to bed. So we'll get into the sleep in a moment, but basically this is just a home, and it gives you like stuff to read, like what happens now, caring for your ring, why track stress, like there's a bunch of different things to read about. So then if you go into readiness, so every single day, it gives you a readiness score. And that's your score for the day that tells you, it gives you an indicator of how your energy levels are, how much you can exercise, how much energy you can exert throughout the day based on the previous day's activity, the previous day's metrics, and the previous day's sleep. So right now, this is the best day I've had because it's the weekend. I have a 96 readiness score, and that is optimal. And whenever it's optimal, it puts like a little crown next to it. So last night it says my body temperature rose 0.1 degrees Fahrenheit. So clearly I'm not getting sick because that's a small amount. It said my resting heart rate was 48 BPM. My heart rate variability was 96 ms. And apparently for a healthy individual, you want the heart rate variability to be higher. So if you click into that and you're like, what is heart rate variability? It says on here, heart rate variability reveals how your body responds to training, traveling, or stress. It's personal and it's affected by various factors such as age, health status, and fitness level. Average heart rate variability can vary from anywhere below 20 to over 120. High HRV is typically a sign of general health and fitness, whereas lowered HRV can be a sign of stress or overtraining. So that's kind of cool that it tracks that. So mine has gotten higher throughout the week, the more I've been sleeping better because my body is recovering better. Then it does your respiratory rate, and I am 14 breaths per minute, and it tracks it through the week as well. And then when you get down here, this is kind of cool. So it gets into it says your body temperature, mine was optimal, your recovery index, mine was optimal, my sleep was optimal last night, my sleep balance was optimal, and then it says the previous day activity was optimal, and activity balance, it says it's optimal too. So that's why it's giving me a really good score today. And then it goes into your chart for your lowest heart rate throughout the evening, or I think this was the past day. And then your average HRV. So that's basically everything for your readiness for the day. Then if you click into your sleep, it tells me last night I slept 9 hours and 56 minutes. Again, it's the weekend, so I slept in. I went to bed at 8:21 last night. I was exhausted. And it says that my time in bed was 11 hours and 16 minutes. My sleep efficiency is 88%. My resting heart rate was the 48 BPM, and it gave me a sleep score of 89, and it's saying that is optimal. So when you get down into your sleep contributors, it breaks it down into different buckets. The first one is total sleep, and that's the hours, so 9 hours and 56 minutes that I was asleep. My efficiency, which is 88%. My restfulness was fair. And then it says my REM sleep, I was in REM for 2 hours and 26 minutes last night, which was 25% of my sleep. So that's really good. My deep sleep was pretty poor earlier in the week, but last night I got an hour and 20 minutes, which was 13%. And the bar isn't all the way full. So that shows me there could be a little bit of room for improvement there. My latency last night was actually pretty long. It was 27 minutes. The first night that I wore my ring to bed, my latency was 5 minutes, which is crazy. And latency is the time that your head hits the pillow, how long it takes you to fall asleep. So this tracks all of that. So last night it took me 27 minutes. And then it says timing was optimal. Then it gets into this graph where it shows the entire evening, the time. It tells you your awake windows, which are white, your REM, which is a light blue, your light sleep, which is a medium blue, and your deep sleep, which is a dark blue. And it tells you all throughout the night, like where those fall in the chart. It says my average oxygen saturation was 98%. And if you don't know what that is, it says this is your average blood oxygen level last night. Stuffy nose, sleeping environment, some underlying conditions like allergy and your overall health may lower your blood oxygen levels. Having a blood oxygen level between 95 and 100% is considered normal. It is recommended that you follow your long-term breathing regularity trend rather than just one night's data. So 98% is normal. Then it says breathing regularity is optimal. It just says no significant variations in your blood oxygen levels were detected. This can indicate that you experience no breathing disturbances in your sleep. And then it just goes into the graphs of your lowest heart rate and then your HRV throughout the night. Then your activity. So if you go into the activity tab, it shows you your goal progress. So Today, it bumped my goal from what I had put it at 300 to 450. And that is just the calories of activity. So that includes calories like walking around throughout the day. If you work out, if you do anything strenuous, that would go to activity calories. On top of activity calories, you're gonna have a total burn number. And that's just your calories you're burning in your sleep, which contributes to a lot of that. And also, that also contributes to just calories that you burn, like even sitting, your body burns calories. So those aren't technically your activity calories. So they raised my activity calories today to 450. I'm at 428, which is pretty good. I did do a workout earlier, so that helped me there. And then it says my total burn today is 1,831 calories. And that includes the calories I burned from 12 a.m. until now. And then it says my walking equivalency is 7.1 miles today. I've done 8,903 steps, and it says my activity score is 94 optimal. So then there's different buckets for your workouts, and the one is stay active. And so today I've had 3 hours and 26 minutes in activity. So the Oura app wants you to try to stay active throughout the day and not have long periods where you're just sitting, because that helps your metabolism. It helps your overall health. So right now I'm blue, but if I, like for instance, when I'm at work and if I'm sitting for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, it'll kind of turn red or whatever and say, you know, you should get up, move your body, that sort of thing. Then it says the move every hour, 0 alerts, meet daily goals is good. Training frequency is optimal, training volume is optimal, and recovery time is optimal. And then it shows a graph of your daily movement. So high is the white bars, medium's the medium blue bars, and low is the deep blue bars. And then I logged a walking workout where I walked for 45 minutes, and then I did a strength training log for 15 minutes earlier today. And then when you go into the explore page, these are all different types of like meditations. They have meditate, breathe, sleep, and learn. And they range from different minutes. They're all different people. So like I know on a lot of apps, if you like don't love the person's voice, you might not want to use them, but there's all different people who talk on these, and you can set the backgrounds from like rainforest or rain or, you know, and different meditative sounds, which is nice. So overall, I was really hesitant on if I was going to keep this ring or not because it's very expensive. And I was like 50-50 that I was going to send it back and return it or keep it. But I truly have absolutely been loving it. And I think it's because it's given me a good guide on my body and its health, because I do love working out, but I also don't want to overextend myself to where I get sick because I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm working out too hard. I'm doing too much. And so I think the ring gives me good insight on staying healthy, not overexerting myself, and keeping myself healthy and less run down, which in the end of the day, like everyone wants to try to be less sick. They want to try to be more healthy and all of that. So I really have been loving it. One other feature is you can create circles with friends who have it. So right now I'm in a circle with 2 friends. And you can choose to share like what you want to share, but we all share our readiness score, our sleep score, and our activity score. So you can kind of like cheer your friends on for the day. And if they have like a low day, you know, send them a message, whatever. So I really like that too, because, you know, they are friends that don't necessarily live here in my state. So it's kind of nice to like log in and see how my friend's doing that day. So overall, I really love it. If you're someone who maybe doesn't care about any of this stuff, I would say the ring's not for you. If you're someone who, I would say if to make the ring worth it, you should be interested in at least a couple of the features, not just one. I would say probably a couple. Like if you're going to use the activity and really work towards the goal, plus you really want to learn how your sleep is and track that, I would say the ring's definitely worth it for you. If you're someone who just wants to like maybe take your temperature every day and like know what your temperature is and you don't care about the other stuff, don't spend the money on the ring and the subscription of the app. Just get a thermometer and take your temperature, you know, like stuff like that. Like I would say if you're interested in the majority of the features, then this ring is perfect for you. So yeah, that's my review. but also you get the first month free on the app when you buy it. So I haven't paid anything for the app. It's just been my first month has been free. The charge has lasted really, really well. I've only charged it once back up one time since I've gotten it. And I usually charge it when I'm in the shower. By the time I'm done, it charges very fast. It was already done and ready. The ring's very comfortable. The one thing I do want to preface is my ring got stuck. And I think I talked about this earlier, but definitely if how you wear it on a finger is really tight during the day, put it on a slightly looser finger at night, because if you eat like sodium or like pizza or something, you go to bed and you wake up and you're more swollen than usual, it's gonna be really hard to get off. So I sleep with it on my left index finger, and like I said in the earlier, and then during the day I rotate it from these two fingers, whichever's fitting better. So I think it's very comfortable. It's very durable. Like, I've been washing my hands with it on. I've had no issues. And yeah, I love the app. I am shocked at how much I love it. Every morning I'm so excited to wake up and like check my score. And I've gotten really excited about hitting my goals and like seeing what it's recommending for me. So I love it. I think it was worth the money. I plan on using it every single day from here on out. So yeah, I just wanted to do a more in-depth review. So I just wanted to add in, if any of you guys could please like and subscribe, it really, really does help my channel. I also have been linking all of my links down below for anything that I'm wearing or using that I can find links for. So if you're interested, and instead of commenting and asking, check the description box first. It might be in there. Otherwise, if you have any questions, anything about the Oura ring, I'd be so happy to discuss that with you. So leave your comments down below. Thanks guys, and I hope you had a great week.